Yeah, so trustees do a huge amount of work to help lead the guild. Obviously, they sit on our board alongside the officers and some external trustees, and the board makes really important decisions around how we allocate resources.
So of 15 trustees, we've got 5 officers who are still students and then 5 current students as well. So that's 10 board members that are current students. And so there is so much kind of individual lived experience that goes into that. It's a really valuable opportunity to kind of get what students need at the time in at the highest level of kind of governance within the organisation.
It's an experience that most people don't get to have at our age, helping sit on the board of a multi-million-pound organisation.
I think the skill that I've really developed during my time on the trustee board so far is the ability to think critically about things. I think it's very easy to just take something at face value and not kind of think of the wider implications, but obviously being on trustee board you really have to look at the bigger picture of things and kind of, like I say, really think about the finer details of it and how that is going to impact the direction that the guild moves in and kind of what comes next for us.
I think it's really improved my confidence because I get an understanding of how the guild operates, and it's given a really good perspective on how not only student relations but relations to the university have to be considered at every level of decision making.
I really wanted to help, inspire and lead the organisation in terms of the next steps and the next strategy that the organisation and the guild will go for. I think that's very important.
I think students should care about governance because it's really shaping what the guild does and what it focuses on and what good looks like.
All universities should be, and generally are, really keen to hear as much as they can from students. It's such a learning experience to have a student alongside you saying what they think about something, and to go out and get serious amounts of data to understand what students feel about things and how the student experience varies across different student types. And the only way of doing that is getting students to be active, whether that's completing surveys or going to meetings or sharing their views and explaining what student life is like these days, which often people might not fully understand, the nuances and how complex it is. So that's why it's important, because universities are keen to hear, and you've got a really big role to play in doing that. Often it improves things immediately, but it will definitely improve things for the next students coming the following year.